All right, welcome everyone. Welcome on to Power 9. I am so excited. I had, predictably, a little bit of an accident with quite a lot of chocolate earlier. So I have got energy to burn. Happy days. So this is Power 9, and this is a fiery one. Eek. No, it'll be fun. Lots of options, as always. So if you haven't heard yet, tomorrow we are doing Heroes for Heroes. So we are going to be dressing up to raise money for the Children's Hospital charity and to say thank you to all our key workers and NHS for all their amazing work. So Chris and Jen will be here in the studio absolutely smashing it with flex and power, dressed up in an outfit which has yet to be disclosed. Tune in to find out. I like to think it's going to be Superman and Wonder Woman, but don't actually know, so that's exciting. I have been at home preparing one of the what is going to be probably quite a pants outfit out of things I have around the house. It's been quite fun, really. It's a bit like what everyone's having to do with food at the moment, with cooking. I've been having a play, seeing what I can build out of rejects. So thus far I have think I'm going to be largely making my outfit out of a pair of my boyfriend's cast off thermal long johns, so tune in for that. It's going to be sweaty. It's probably going to be ridiculous, and I think I'm planning on using a bin bag for my cape, but anyway, tune in. Dressing up is not compulsory, though if you feel like donning a cape, I'd recommend a bin bag or indeed a pillowcase. You can always just put a pair of pants on over your leggings and enjoy. All right, we have got, oh no, it's fine, we've still got time. So yeah, that is Heroes for Heroes. All the details are online, so it's £5 and the money is for the Children's Hospital charity. We also have a workshop on gut health on Sunday the 19th at 10 a.m, also raising money for the Children's Hospital charity, and that is just amazing. So the gut is just an incredible part of the body. We've got an expert nutritionist that's going to be guiding us through it. Gut health has such a big impact on everything else that goes on in the body, how we're feeling, lots of links to other health conditions. So really worth logging into if you're interested in boosting your immunity, if you have digestive problems, thinking about sleep, mental health. So do log in and have a look at that. So that's Sunday. Also, all the details are online. So that's our gut health workshop. And then tomorrow, we've got 9:30, pow, 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 superhero style. And we have also got flex, equally superhero styly. As always, you can view us on rise.co.uk/online. You'll get the best viewing experience there. Or you can also jump into our virtual studio there, where you get all of the tunes. And I can see you, you can see me, and we can get that virtual experience. All right, oh gosh, Rosie, shut up. Start doing. 5 seconds to go. Let's come on down and find a wide-legged child's pose. So welcome on into Power 9. Knees out wide towards the edges of the mat, big toes together, hips down towards the heels. So just here in a child's pose, just taking a bit of time to settle the body, maybe giving the hips a little shimmy. Thinking about inhaling, lengthening the spine from the tailbone to the tip of the head. Letting the shoulders soften and relax. And breathe. Really deep, full breaths in. And out. So our child's pose, we're just aiming to settle the body, to bring some awareness into the breath. So start to find space in the lumbar spine, in the back body. Maybe a little bit of space in the hips as well. Letting the shoulders relax, the eyes relax. So just taking a few more deep breaths in here, powering up with the breath, getting oxygen on board, preparing for our lovely fiery flow. Taking one more really deep, full breath in. And out. And then from there, ground down with the hands, rolling up. We're in table pose. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure the fingers are spread out really wide, grounding down into the fingertips. Knees are underneath the hips, core is really strong, shoulders are relaxed, All right, when you're ready, cat-cow. Inhale, rolling the shoulders down the back, gaze lift, stretching out through the chest. Exhale, strong through the core, tucking the tailbone, chin to chest, reaching up, lengthening through the whole back body. Inhale, opening up through the chest, stretching out. So we're just starting to find space. Exhale, squeezing in the core. So we're just feeling into the spine. One more time. Inhale, opening up through the heart. So finding a long stretch out through the spine. And from there, we're tucking the toes, pressing up high with the hips, finding a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, make sure the pointer fingers are facing forwards, the fingers are spread out wide, so you've got an even distribution of weight. Grounding down into the fingertips, almost like you're gripping the mat, and then pressing the second knuckle into the mat. That'll help activate the muscles of the arms, protect the wrists. Press really hard with the hands into the mat, squeeze the core, and lift the hips up high. So we're finding length down the spine. From there, if you find a slight internal hug of the upper arms, so almost looks like you're drawing the elbows in towards each other, you'll feel the shoulder blades fan out down the back. Feel free to have a little pedal out through the legs. Downward facing dog, we're aiming to find some stretch down the calves, down the hamstrings, a little shake out of the head maybe. Deep breaths in and out for 3. So inhale, feel that inhale, carry and lift the hips up high. Exhale, just letting the head and the shoulders relax. 2. Deep breaths in, really focusing on length. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, walk the feet towards the hands. So just slowly stepping forwards, finding your way into a floppy forward fold. A little stretch, a little wiggle, letting the head and the shoulders relax. Maybe taking one hand in one elbow, one in the other. A little relax down there. Think about maybe moving the weight into the toes. You want the sit bones to be directly above the heels here. So you're finding that sense of moving the weight away from the heels, slightly more into the toes, so you can really extend through the backs of the legs. Lifting the toes up here, lifting the quads, engaging the core, will really help find space in that forward fold. Take a deep breath in and out. From there, ground down with the feet, root to rise, lifting, stretching up to the sky, reaching up tall, and bring the hands to heart center. Maybe just stepping a little more to the front of your mat. And when you're ready, let's start to flow. Engage the core, engage the glutes. Inhale, lift tall, stretch, shoulders down the back. Really focusing on extension through the side. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the quads. Inhale, lift. And exhale, swan dive fold. Bending the knees if you need to. Letting the hands plant, the head drop, the spine lengthen. On an inhale, find a long flat back, so bring the hands to the shins, squeeze the core. Slight internal hug of the knees, squeeze the glutes, strong through the abs, looking forwards. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, hop, step, jump, finding plank. Hands are underneath the shoulders, really pressing hard with the hands into the mat. Again, the fingertips are facing forward, so you're really grounding down with that, with the fingertips, squeezing in the core. Activate the upper back here, so press the hands really hard into the mat. Find that strength in the abdominals. Use the toes to move the body weight forward, start to bend through the elbows, lowering down, grip, low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes, let the chest reach through the arms, upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, roll your way back to a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, once again, just take a few moments to find your perfect dog. Remember, the fingers are spread out wide. You're finding that sense of drawing the upper arms in to face each other. So the insides of the elbows here are facing the sky. So really activating the muscles of the upper back there. Squeeze the core. Extend those hips as high as you can. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And exhale, relax. Take 1 more deep breath in. And down. From there, little bend of the knees. Look to the hands. Hop, step, jump towards the hands. Inhale, find a long flat back. Stretching out. And exhale, relax and fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend up to the sky. And bring the hands to heart center there. Awesome stuff. We're going to start our balance sequence. So moving the weight into your right foot, hands to heart center, engage the core. Engage this right quad. Let the left toes start to extend out behind you. So we're moving into warrior 3. So it's a T-shaped balance. You want to steer the left hip down towards the mat and squeeze that left glute. So you're focusing on finding one long line from toes to head. Stretching out, reaching out, focusing on strength through the back body for 3. Extending out, stretching out, squeeze 2. And one, float back to standing. Second side, left foot is going to ground and the right foot is extending out behind you. So we're thinking about keeping this right hip steering down towards the mat. This right quad is engaged, the right glute is engaged. Pointing the right toes will activate the muscles of that standing leg. Thinking about lengthening out. So the crown of the head reaches forwards as toes steer back. Strong through the core, shoulders down the back. A really lovely strengthening pose, and we're getting a little bit of stretch maybe as well. 3. Keep kicking, keep lengthening. 2. And 1, float to standing, root to rise. Inhale, lifting tall, stretching, maybe a little back bend. And exhale, fold. Bending the knees if you need to, letting the hands plant and the head drop. On an inhale, bring the hands to the shins, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Find that long, flat back again, really activating the backs of the legs. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, hop, step, jump, finding plank. From there, come on down and find your way into a forearm plank. So the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Think about pressing really hard with the elbows into the mat so you feel the shoulder blades are apart. Keeping the hips down in line with the shoulders. And from there, we're just going to march. So we're going to squeeze one glute, squeeze the other, keeping the hips low. If you just want to hold your forearm plank, feel free. Keep that core really tight. Work on power through the legs for 3. Squeeze your movements, really activating the muscles of the back of the legs. 2, 1, and come all the way up to plank. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forward, start to bend through the elbows into low plank. Inhaling, rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes, shoulders back, up dog. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Spread the fingers out wide, throw those hips up high. From there, the left foot is going to lift and the left heel comes to the bum. The right heel is coming to the earth. We're finding that slight external rotation through the spine, so the left hip starts to stack above right. Pressing the hands really, really, really hard into the mat. Remember, you've got that energy through of the hips sending high, opening out through the hips, scorpion leg for 3, 2, 1. Transition, left foot down, right foot lifts high, right heel comes in towards the bum. Spreading the fingers out wide, powering the hips as high as you can. Stacking that right hip above left, finding that opening through the hip, powering the fingertips into the mat, that second knuckle into the mat. Focus on energy and length, strong through the abs, deep breaths in. And out, we got this. 3, inhale, power, 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 lift. Open out through the hips. 2, 1 more, inhale. So we're finding that lift, and exhale, right foot meets left. Look to the hands, we're going to hop to a seated position. And from there, extending both legs out in front of you. And then we're finding a bound angle. So bring the soles of the feet together, shimmying back onto the sit bones, thinking about engaging the core, lifting up with the spine, focusing on length, and then start to move the body weight forward, stretching forwards. So we're finding that lovely space through the inside of the hips, lengthening out through the spine. Inhaling, exhaling for 3. So just lovely stretch out there. Deep breaths in and out. 2. Nice work. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Roll on up. All right, that was round 1. We're going to build from there. Find your way to plank. Ground down with the fingertips, engage the core. Use the toes to move the body weight forward, shoulders past the wrists. Bend through the elbows, strong through the abs, low plank. Inhale, up dog, squeezing the glutes. Find the activity through the back body. Exhale your way all the way back to your downward facing dog. So thinking about the fingertips spreading wide. Once again, power, power, power. Lift those hips as high as you can. Find space down the whole back side of the body. Lift the kneecaps here, so engage the quads, and that'll help stretch out through the hammies. Take a deep breath in and out. Bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, long flat back, stretch. Exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend, and bring hands to heart. All right. Warrior 3, right foot down, hands to heart center. Left toes are extending out. We're steering the left hip down towards the mat, squeezing that left glute. Engage this right quad. Focus on length from toes to head. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. Shoulders relax. Really focus on power. 2. And 1. Slowly with control, lifting that left knee up towards the sky. Hands up to the sky, softening down through the shoulders, activating the muscles of that standing leg. If you're feeling it, might have a go extending that left leg out. Really focus on squeezing the core. Try not to sink down, try not to lean backwards. Working here. 3. Keep kicking and lifting. 2. And one, nice work. Left foot down, hands to heart center, engage the core, find that power. And start to seesaw forwards. We're thinking about, once again, activating the muscles of that standing leg, activating the glute of that extending leg, steering the hips down, powering that right foot high. Really long from toes to head, stretch, stretch, stretch. Reaching out, lengthening out for 3. Inhaling. Exhaling, strong through the core. Find that power. Lift and extend. 2. Awesome. One more. Inhale. And exhale, start to rise when you're ready. Oh, catch that balance. Right knee is going to lift, strong through the core, hands to the sky, soft through the shoulders. Awesome. So we're finding that lift, that strength. Squeeze the glutes. Have a play kicking out with that right foot maybe. Thinking about finding power. So squeeze the abs here. Feel the abs engage, the muscles of that leg engage. So you can really focus on lift, on strength, shoulders relax. Awesome stuff. Hanging in there. 3. Deep breaths in and out. Keep powering, keep lifting. 2. And 1, right foot down. Inhale, reach to rise, extend, lift, baby back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find that long flat back. Exhale, hop back to a plank. Coming down onto the forearms, finding your forearm plank. Remember, you're energizing the back body, squeezing in the core. We're going to march the feet. So keeping the elbows down on the mat, the hips in line. So sometimes when we march the feet, the hips start to pike. Try and keep them low. Try and focus on power. Squeeze the glutes. Awesome. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Everyone's favorite commander planks. From high plank to low plank and back up again. Try to lead with the opposite arm each time. As much as you can, we're trying to avoid wiggling the hips, trying to find a control in this movement. Up and down we go. Working here for 5. Squeeze the core. Focus on powering up. Find that strong plank at the top. 4. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Find your plank. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Bend the elbows. Low plank. Inhale, rolling onto the tops of the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Point the toes up. Dog. Exhale your way to your downward facing dog. So spread those fingers out wide. Engage the core. Focus on extending the hips high. Slightly hug the upper arms in. Now you bring the backs of the elbows to face the sky, pressing the hips up high. And when you're ready, left foot down, right foot lifts, heel to bum, finding that opening through the hips, right hip above left. Really power, power, power. Focus on length through that back of the left leg and opening out through that right hip, scorpion leg. Finding that little twist through the spine, stretching out down the right side body for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2 and 1. Post the right foot under the body here. And come down onto the forearm. So we're finding this little fallen pyramid plank. We're down on the forearms. You might want to scooch that right foot further forwards. Squeeze the core, power the elbows to the mat. Finding a lovely stretch down the outside of the right leg through that right IT band for 3. Pressing really hard with hands into mat. 2 and 1. Right foot back, step all the way back up to plank. Reset your dog. So find your way up to dog, strong through the core. Let's go left side. So left heel to bum, hips are high, right heel is grounding. Really press hard with the hands into the mat. Thinking about the activity through the core. Power those hips up high and stack the left hip above right. So we're finding that external rotation. We're finding a bit of space in the quad. Remember, the weight stays even through the hands. Deep breaths in and out. Find that strong breath. 3, 2 and 1. The left foot is going to float under the body and we come down onto the elbows. So we're in this little modified plank variation. So down on the elbows, left foot can start to slide further forwards. Keep the hips steering down. We're up high on the right toes on the outer edge of the left foot. Squeezing the core, focus on that activity there. Deep breaths in and out, stretching through the outside of the left leg for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2 and 1. Back to forearm plank, up to a full downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Bend the knees, hop to seated. Awesome stuff. From there, soles of the feet are together. We're shimmying back onto the sit bones, finding a bound angle. So inhale, lift up, stretch up, shoulders back, and then start to stretch forwards. Remember, we're aiming to find this stretch down the inside of the leg and also lengthen through the lumbar spine. Using the breath here. So inhale, move the body weight forward, stretch out through the lower back. Exhale to relax, working here for 3. Inhale, extending, stretching out. We got this. 2 Awesome. One more deep breath in. And out. From here, we're going to find our way to a bound boat. So bound boat, you could have the feet out in front of you. You can hold on around the backs of the legs. You could release. If you can, you could take that bound boat wide, squeezing in the core. Lift, lift, lift. So it's a lovely way to stretch out the backs of the legs. Find space in the hips. Don't worry if you fall over. Keep thinking about squeezing the core. And imagine the tummy button is being lifted forwards. The shoulder blades are squeezing together. Nice. Hold it there. 3, 2, and you probably know what's coming. We're going to let go of the feet, but leave the feet exactly where they are for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Round 3. Off we go. Find plank. Use the toes to lower. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, point the toes up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment. This is our recovery. Deep, full inhale, extending and lifting those hips high. Exhale, chest through arms. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, float to hands. Inhale, find a long flat back, stretching out, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend. Hands back to heart center, off we go. Right foot down, engage the core. Seesaw forward, steering that left hip downwards and squeezing that left glute. So we're extending out long, activating the muscles of that standing leg. So the right quad is engaged, stretching out long. 3, deep breaths in and out. Find that length. 2, and 1. Left knee is going to lift, hands come to the sky. They can be at heart center if you need to. Thinking about, once again, powering that right foot into the mat, find that engagement through the right glute, right quad, and if you're feeling it, left foot kicks out. So you should really feel the power here. It's this left quad that's doing a lot of the lifting. So flex that left foot, power up, reach up, should feel really hard work, squeezing the abs as well. 3, 2, 1. We're coming all the way back to a standing split. Bending that right leg if you need to, so the hands can come on the mat. We're going to take little knee drives here, so inhale and exhale, drive left knee to nose. Inhale, lift, extend. Exhale, drive, squeeze, knee to nose. One more time, inhale. Exhale, drive. And left foot meets right, ground down. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Off we go, second side. Left foot grounds, engage the core. And start to find that forward stretch. Warrior 3. We're steering the right hip down. Oh, we're falling over. And kicking up high. This leg is always a bit of a wobble. I've got a broken foot on this side. Long-term injury. Not broken now, but still just a little bit crunchy. Stretching out long. 3, 2, and 1. Right knee lifts, hands to the sky. Thinking about engaging the core. Shoulders down the back. Strong through the abs. If you're feeling it, kicking out, stretching out with that right foot. So you're feeling the right quad engage, the core engage. Remember that left glute, that left quad are also powering up. So you really feel the strength here. Press the floor away from you. Lift, lift, lift. Shoulders back. Amazing. 3, 2, and start to fold. Standing splits. Left foot down. Bending the knee if you need to. Steer the hips down towards the mat. Right foot extends high. Inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift. And drive, squeeze. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, drive. Right foot meets left, hand down with the feet. Inhale, lift, extend. Take a little back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. And hop to a plank. Come on down, we're in a 4-arm plank. So elbows underneath the shoulders, strong through the core. And we are going to march the feet. Squeezing the glutes, keeping the hips low. Working here, finding that power. You can hold if you need to. Remember, working the abdominals. 5. Squeeze, shoulders over elbows. 4, 3, 2. Find your way up to plank. And down to a 4-arm plank. And up to a plank. And down to a 4-arm plank. Working here for 5. So strong through the core. Trying to keep the hips low if you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right, if you haven't already got a sweat on, it's going to start now. Let's go. Mountain climbers. Running the knees to the chest. Thinking about taking a slow knee drive, if you prefer. If you're feeling super strong, you could take opposite elbow to knee. Opposite knee to elbow. Mountain climbers, your choice. For 5. Squeeze the core. Find that power. 4. Getting a little bit of cardio here. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Bend through the elbows. Low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Awesome stuff. So stretch out into your downward facing dog, hips up high. Spread the fingers out wide, left foot to the sky, left heel to the bum, right heel presses.
We're finding that external rotation through the hips, stretching up, reaching up for 3, inhale, exhale, really power the hands hard into the mat, 2, and 1, left foot under the body, coming down onto the forearms, left foot can slide forwards, we're going to hold there, rotating at the hips, finding that stretch down the outside of the left leg for 3, strong through the core, 2, 1, left foot meets right, dolphin dips, we're straight in. I warned you this was a powery sequence. I've definitely got a bit of a sweat on. We're moving the hips forwards and backwards, dolphin dips, powering into the shoulders, strong through the core for 5, 4, maybe you can hold if you need to, 3, using the abs, 2, back to a forearm dog, up to a full dog, off we go, right side, right foot lifts, right heel to the bum, spreading the fingers out wide, finding that scorpion leg. We're opening out through the hips, maintaining length in the spine, 3, inhale, exhale, active through that stretch, 2, and 1, right foot under the body, coming down onto the forearms. If you can, that right foot is sliding forwards, we're steering the hips towards the mat, maintaining energy through the elbows, squeezing in the core, deep breaths in, and out, so find that energy, find that squeeze, 3, maybe that right foot moves further forwards, finding that stretch, 2, 1, forearm dog, forearm plank, straight in, second set, dolphin dips, elbows are grounding. If you just want to hold a forearm dog, feel free, try and feel the abs are powering this forward backwards motion for 3, 2, find that control, 1, all the way up to down dog, well done, hop straight to seated. Woo! Right, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Let's go, inhale, exhale, stretching forward. So finding that lovely space in the hips, inhaling, exhaling, well done for 3. So long through the spine, shoulders relaxing, 2, 1 more, inhale, and exhale, roll on up, find the sit bones, and take the legs out wide, squeeze the core. Focus on the chest, reaching forwards, the shoulders coming down the back. Really lift, 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 inhaling. Exhaling our bound bow. We're finding space in the hamstrings. We're opening out through the chest, finding strength in the abs. 3, 2, 1, release and hold. 5, we got this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and from there, legs out in front of you, double leg forward fold. So inhale, lift, exhale, take a fold forwards. Thinking about lengthening out through the spine, shoulders relaxing, stretching out. So finding space in the lumbar spine, bending the knees if you need to. Inhaling, exhaling, lovely spacious stretch for 3. Inhaling, exhaling, 2. 1 more deep breath in and out. All right, off we go. Round 4, plank. Lower through low plank. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog, great work. Take a deep full breath in, power those hips high. Exhale to relax. Bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, extend the spine, long flat back. Exhale, relax, fold head, shoulders to relax. Ground down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, off we go, warrior 3. Right foot is down, left foot behind you. So find that power, find that control. So remember, we're lifting the kneecap up. We're not locking out the knees, but finding that strength in the quad. Steering the hips down, engaging that left glute, pointing the toes to activate the muscles, that left leg. Deep breaths in and out for 3. Deep inhale. Exhale, slow it down here. 2 and 1. Left knee lifts, hands rise, strong through the core. Engage the muscles, that standing leg. Start to kick out with that left leg. So really power that left foot high. Really feel that energy. It's quite a simple pose, but that quad should feel on fire. Lift, lift, lift. 3, 2. Take it to a standing split. So we're sinking down. That right leg can bend if you're feeling a little tighter. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift and stretch. Squeeze the core to drive knee to nose. One more time, lift and drive. Left toes extend all the way to the back of the mat there. Right foot's going to ground. Reach on up, crescent lunge, runner's lunge. So right knee's over right ankle, left toes are grounded. Slight tap of the pelvis, hands rise, soft through the shoulders. So we're thinking about finding a stretch down the left hip flexor, powering into this right quad. When you're ready, we're going to flow with the arms. Inhale and exhale, stretch back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So we're just opening out to the chest. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, stretching back. Perfect. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Use this to slow down the breath. Inhale, reach up. Step forwards. Exhale, release. Left foot down, hands to heart center. Right heel is lifting. Right hip is squaring. Engaging the muscles of that standing leg. So the left quad is engaged and the right foot is extending. Deep breaths in. And feel that right glute turn on. 3. Inhaling. Exhaling, focusing on balance. 2. And 1. Right knee is going to lift up. Hands to the sky. Find that energy in the standing leg. Strong through the core. Kicking out with that right foot. Lift, lift, lift. Find power. Find strength. Shoulders down. Remember, you're taking that right foot as high as you can. Squeezing in the core. Squeezing that right quad. 3. Flexing out through the feet. This is also going to help us find space in the hamstrings. 2. And 1. Folding forward. Standing splits. Bending that left knee if you need to. Steer the hips down towards the mat. Right foot high. Inhale. Exhale, drive. Knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Drive. One more time. Lift, lift, lift. And drive. Right foot back. Left foot grounds. Reaching all the way up. Runner's lunge. So left knee over left ankle. Right toes are grounded. Adjust the legs if you need to. If you need to take them wider for more stability, feel free. Hands to the sky. Slight tuck of the pelvis. Strong through the core. Shoulders down the back. Alright, when you're ready, let's flow. Inhale, tall. Exhale, stretch back. So feel that activity through the chest. Inhale, lifting up. Use this to slow down the breath. Exhale, stretching back. Nice work. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Inhale, lift. Step forwards. Exhale, release. Back to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift, extend. Little big back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Find your way to a plank. Off we go. We're in a forearm plank. Hands in, elbows into mat. Hips are low. Squeeze the glutes to march the feet. Focusing on power. 5. Squeeze the glutes. We got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank to a full plank. And back again. So we're feeling that power through the back body, working that full plank, forearm plank transition with control. Just hold if you need to. Squeeze the core. Try not to pike the hips. 5, 4, well done. 3, 2, up to a full plank. Let's go. Mountain climbers. Normal mountain climbers. Take it down by finding a slow knee drive or opposite knee to elbow. Squeeze the core. Keep the hands powerful into the mat. Light on the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, shoulder tap. So we're going to tap one shoulder, tap the other. If you're finding you're taking quite a lot of rotation through the hips, you can take the feet wider. You could also drop down to the knees, your choice. So try not to rush it. Try to keep it controlled. Try to use the abs to stabilize the hips. 5, 4, well done, strong through the abs. 3, 2, and find plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale up dog, exhale to downward facing dog. Alright, we've got a little break coming up on this sequence, so it's going to be strong. There is a break coming up. Right foot down, left heel to bum, scorpion leg, hips are high, stretching out through the left side body, down the back of that right leg for 3. Deep breaths in, and out 2, and 1. Left foot comes down to the mat, coming down onto the forearms. Left foot can slide forwards, rotating at the waist, powering the elbows hard into the mat. Deep breaths in, and out for 3. Inhale. Exhale, and keep those abs engaged. 2, and 1. So left foot meets right, dolphin dips. Moving from forearm dog to forearm plank. Using the abs to control that transition for 3, 2, 1. And from there we're going to drop the hips down. Here's the break I promised. Little Sphinx pose. So give the hips a little shimmy. Let the chest reach through the arms. Take a breather. We're going to take that all on the other side. In 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. One more deep breath in. And out. All right, let's go. Hands under the shoulders, press up through plank. Stretch back to downward facing dog. All right, from there, the right foot's going to lift. Right heel is coming to the bum. Keep those fingers spread out wide. Remember, down dog, we're gripping that with the fingertips, pressing down into the second knuckle. Right hip is stacking above left, hips ascending high. We're finding space through the right quad, the right hip. Deep breaths in and out for 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes under the body, coming down onto the forearms. Hips are rotating. Maybe that right foot moves further forwards, finding space down the outside of the right leg. Strong through the core, powerful with elbows into mat for 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets left. Let's go. Dolphin dips. Final little push here. Thinking about that power. Squeezing the core. 5. Lift and lower. 4, 3. Powerful through the abs, through the shoulders. 2, and 1. All the way up to down dog. Hips are high. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hop to seated. All right, we've got core sequence and we're on our final round there. So, starting off, soles of the feet together, finding the sit bones. Inhale, lifting up, thinking about length in the spine. Exhale, start to stretch forward. So we're finding space down the inside of the hips, through the spine, a little bit of recovery. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more really deep breath in. And roll on up, find the sit bones. And take the legs wide. Wide leg boat pose. Really squeeze the core. Thinking about lifting up with the chest, shoulders down the back. We're finding space down the back of the hamstrings. Awesome stuff. 3. Lift, lift, lift. Imagine the chest is pulling forwards. 2. 1. Let go of the feet and hold. 5. 4. Awesome. Feel like those quads power. Exactly the same as that. Balance. 3, 2. And release. So, double leg forward fold. Soft bend through the knees if you need to. Angle the body forwards. Shimmy the hips out behind you. Find that lovely stretch through the whole of the back body. Inhale and exhaling for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Roll on up there. All right, we're going to take L-sits to reverse table. So angle the body forward, squeeze the core, press the hands really hard into the mat, lift the hips off the mat, rock forwards to reverse table, and we're going to squeeze the core, rock it back. So reverse table to an L sit. If that's not working for you, just take a reverse table press and lower. Entirely up to you. You can just work here, or you swing the hips back between the hands and rock it up. Strong through the core, through the glutes. 5. Powerful. Squeeze the top. 4. Nice work. 3, 2. Release the hips. All right, let's go. Final round. Find your way to a plank. Hands under the shoulders, strong through the core. Body weight forwards, elbows bend, low plank. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, chest through arms up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips are high, spine is extending, full breath in. And 1 more really deep inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, float to hands. Inhale, find that long flat back, shoulders back, stretch. Exhale, relax and fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend. All right, hands to heart center, let's go. Right foot down, left foot out behind you. Let's pick up the pace. Steer that left hip down, engage that right glute. Point the left toes. 3, really stretch out long. 2, and 1. Left knee lifts, hands to the sky. Activate the muscles of that standing leg. Kick out with that left foot. Feel that left quad fire. 3, 2, 1. Standing split. Bending the knee if you need to. Left toes high. Inhale. Exhale, drag knees nose. Inhale, lift and stretch. Drive, squeeze 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Left toes back. Hands rise up. Runner's lunge. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, power back. Chest opens, active through the upper body. Inhale, lifting up. Keep that core tight. Exhale, stretch back. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to right knee. Power the legs up, and on a twist, you want to focus on keeping that rotation from the spine. So you're trying to lift the torso away from the thigh, powering into the legs. 3, strong through the core. 2, and 1, step forward. Left foot down, right foot back, straight in, second side, steering the hips down, powering those right toes towards the back of the room, squeezing in the core, focusing on length, grounding down, big toe, little toe, heel. 3, keep kicking, keep lengthening. 2, and 1. The right knee lifts, hands to the sky, strong through the core, kicking out with that right foot, power up that right glute, that right quad, strong through the abs. 3, lift, higher, 1, beautiful, standing split, seesaw forward, steering the hips down, right foot high, lift, and drive, stretch, squeeze and drive. 1 more, inhale, exhale, right foot all the way to the back, hands rise, we're in a lunge, left knee over left ankle, right toes ground, hands up, inhale, exhale, power back, stretch back, active through the heart, inhale, reaching tall, little back bend maybe, exhale, power back, keep that knee active. 1 more time, inhale, exhale, inhale, tall, exhale, hands to heart center, inhale, prepare, exhale, twist. So remember, you power the feet into the mat, squeeze the core, find space and twist into that space. Squeeze in the abs, drawing the torso away from the thigh, and that brings the heart to the thumbs. 3, lovely way to stretch out through the spine, great for digestion. 2, and 1, step forward. Powerful into that leg, nice work. Inhale, lift, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, jump, plank. Forearm plank, marching the feet. Every time we do a move, it is the final time now. We got this. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. 5. Remember, you're not lifting the feet, you're squeezing the glutes. This is from the muscles. 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank to full plank, commando planks. Up and down, keeping that control. 5. Active, strong movements. 4. Try not to pike the hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, mountain climbers. Run the knee to the chest. Opposite knee to elbow. Or you can take a slow knee drive. You've got options. Strong through the core. Powerful with hands into the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps. Straight in. Now we're moving the arms, keeping the core engaged. Try to stabilize the body using a really strong squeeze of the abs, the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get sweatier. Plank jacks out and in. If you prefer, slow toe tap, slow toe tap. If you can, let's get some fire on. Out and in. Try not to pike the hips. Make sure the hands are pressing really hard into the mat. Keep the core engaged. Out and in. Out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice plank. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Alright, we are almost there. Right foot to the sky. Heel to bum. Scorpion legs. Stretching out. 3, 2, 1. Right foot under. Down onto the forearms. Rotating the hips. Right foot can move further forwards. Elbows power into the mat. 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. And 1. Right foot back. Dolphin dips. Forearm dog. Forearm plank. Keep that control. 3, 2, 1. Recovery. Sphinx pose. Coming down to the elbows. Letting the chest reach through the arms. Little shimmy out through the hips. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. All right, hands on the shoulders. Press up. All the way up, down dog. Let's go. Left heel to bum. Scorpion legs. Strong through the core. Hips high. 3, 2, 1. Left foot under the body. Down onto the elbows. Left foot further forwards. Steering the hips strong through the core. Find that power, that strength for the twist. And find that stretch on the outside of the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Dolphin dips. Round 2. Forwards. Backwards. With the hips. Elbows are powerful. Shoulders are working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your way to kneeling. Down onto all fours. Move the body weight forwards. Little tricep press ups. Either from here in kneeling, making sure spine is long. Or if you're feeling it, take it all the way up to plank. Strong through the core. Little lower and lift for just 3. So really power up, keep the body one long line. 2, heave ho, 1 more. Lower and power all the way up, downward facing dog. Woo, there we go. Up straight to seated. All right, smashing it. Core sequence, and then we're done. Woo, soles of the feet together. Use this time to catch your breath. Inhale, lift, 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 and stretch long through the spine. Shoulders down the back. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. Long spine, deep breath in and out. 2. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Coming up, strong through the core. Take that wide leg bound boat. Really lift up with the chest, shoulders back. Amazing stuff. Lift, lift, lift. Power, power, power. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Release. 5. Active with the legs. 4, 3, 2. Forward fold. Shimmy back. Find the sit bones. Inhale. Exhale. Stretching forwards. Lovely length through the spine, through the backs of the legs. For 3. Inhaling. Exhaling. Long through the lumbar spine. 2. And 1. Rolling up. Angle the body forwards. Hands halfway between the knees and the hips. Press really hard. Rock it up to reverse table. Sweep it back to reverse L-sit option. So we're just taking a reverse table press. If that's not working for you, if you can, we're keeping the bum off the mat as we slide forwards. Squeeze the glutes, power up for 5. Awesome. 4. Lift. 3. Almost there. 2. And 1. Well done. Roll all the way down. Hands behind the back of the head. Nice and easy bicycle crunches. Chin to chest. Opposite elbow to knee. Squeezing in the core. Finding rotation. If you've got loads of fire left in the tank, straight legged version. Keeping the lower back on the floor. Same movement, but we've got straight legs. Entirely up to you. Working here. 5. Squeeze the core. Rotate and twist. 4. Perfect. Keep those elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale to twist. 3, 2, 1. And release. Well done. Give yourself a little shake, a little shimmy, and then simply take the soles of the feet together. Take the arms wide. And breathe. Slow down the breath. Awesome work today. Really deep breaths in. And out. Smashed it through. Power 9. Just taking 3 deep breaths in and out here. Slowing down the breath, letting the shoulders and the hips relax. One more inhale. Exhale. Left leg extends. Hug in with the right knee. Take a twist. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand extends away. So we're stretching out through the front right side of the chest, through the outside of the right leg. Full breaths in. And out for 3. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2. 1 more deep breath in. And out. Right foot extends. Hug in with left. Take that little stretch on the other side. Left hand extends. Left knee extends. Just taking a little half spinal twist. A little bit of space coming into the left side of the chest. Outside the left leg for 3. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2. 1 more full breath in. And out. Come back through centre. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch, a little wiggle, and take a happy baby. Peace sign fingers around the big toes. A little rock and roll, extending the lower back down towards the floor, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, finding that stretch of the hips, shoulders down back for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Release. Nice work. Rock up to seated. Inhale, lift, extend, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Have an awesome rest of the day.